How you doing? I'm good. I hope you're good. I hope it's all well with you. I'm doing another weekly video now. And today I wanna again talk about this little thing, this subtle thing about doing what your heart tells you to do. And I wanna break it down a little bit. I wanna shed some light into how do you walk in it. I know you probably heard a lot about it already. You know, they follow your heart, but I don't want it to be something which is okay, you say it and then you don't know what you do with it, and it's just some kind of a saying. I want to really help you walk knowing what the holiest spirit wants from you, what's the most highest desire for your life is. I want to show you how to do it, because I can tell you, yeah, you should follow your heart, and then you go, you live your life. And how do you do that? What does it mean, follow my heart? So some people know how to follow their heart really well. You'll be amazed. But let's look at it. On a day-to-day basis, things happen physically, on a physical level. You know what? Let me start again. Following your heart is following spirit, not a spirit, like some wandering spirit. No, it's following the most highest spirit. You do that when you follow your heart. And the spirit will talk to you and will navigate you in life. It's not fairyland, it's reality. And so following your heart, it means you follow in the spirit, in the spiritual dimension, which you can sense when you quiet your mind and you tune into where your imagination, it's not more imagination, it's where is your mind is. Because you can tell, you can be in a situation and you can tell that something is right or something is wrong just by the feeling that you get in your heart, by your mind tells you. And then the situation outside, the physical part of it, can be very like showing the opposite, but you know that that something is not right. And I'm sure everybody had it. I'm sure everybody who is genuine with himself and is not how can I say, puffed up with their ego, um, knows it. And I'm pretty sure that a person who is puffed up in their ego will never even look at this video. So to you, do look at this video. I'm pretty sure that you're a genuine person and you're looking for answers, and you just need to put some pieces of the puzzle together and off you go. And that's why I'm doing these videos. So following your heart means you walk in spirit. You follow what the heart tunes into and the mind tunes into. Okay? There is in the, I don't know why I need to say it, but anyway, there's in a Jewish practice this kind of wrappings they put around their arm, connecting with the middle finger, which is the finger of intention. And there is something like that bulks out, that point to the heart, and they put also something on the head, which is kind of bolt out. And this connects the intention, the heart, and the mind together, bounds them. And it's all kind of higher stuff because they have Bible quotes in it. So walking and following your heart is the same, is that your intention, your mind and your heart, they all tune into the same thing, and they're listening, yeah, with your spiritual ear to the most positive love thing that you should do. That's following your heart. So it's very subtle, because if you work and there's people around you and there is noise and happenings and it's a bit busy and there's some responsibilities, then you will need to, while you go through this on the physical, then on a spiritual, which is again connecting your mind and your heart and listening on this dimension which is inside of you in your mind, listening to see what do you hear, what do you feel, is it positive, supporting, loving, directing, comforting, then it's the right thing to do. That's the way to go. But if you're busy and stuff and something is telling you, you crap, you shit, you blah blah blah, this is against you, all sorts of kind of this kind of stuff, then this is not following the heart. This is following lies and imagination and all sorts of things which are just dirty. And I recommend to avoid doing that. So you should follow your heart, because wherever your heart is, I should put it a different way. See, the words that I speak they're very important. I should So your heart is already yearning for the right job, the right freedom, the joy in life. You're not the only one. Everybody who lives yearns for the same thing. And in this situation, the heart knows. You see, it knows when the right things comes and when it's not. Which brings me to another point. When we get like really excited about something that turns out to be not what it is, that's because it's psychological happening. It's not the heart. Psychologically, somebody tells you, hey, if you do this, you're gonna be rich, and people gonna clap your hands when you drive the road next to them, and you don't know how amazing it's gonna be for you. That is a psychological thing, but the heart is spiritual. The heart connects you to the highest spiritual dimension where love and light emanates from. And when you walk and follow your heart beyond the psychological and the appearances, then you find yourself in the right places. And you find yourself going through challenges which change you and make you more refined as a person. And then you're able to make decisions that are based and come from the heart. Okay, the force that drives your actions is from the heart, and it's very hard to explain if you haven't experienced it yet. But I'm just kind of giving you maybe a look into the future. If you're gonna do that, if you're really gonna follow your heart, then it will fall into place what you want. Now, it's not, if I just say that I'm happy, it's not this new age thing. Hey, I should just say every day, I am rich, and not change who I am. No. or not live in my heart. No, because again, the spiritual things which are beyond psychological, beyond chi. Chi is not chi from Tai Chi and stuff like this. This is not. This is natural. This is not spiritual. Chi is not spiritual energy. It's a natural energy. Because to generate chi and move things around, you know what you need to do? You need to have your body in the right alignment. So the upper dantian, the lower dantian will be in alignment, and you need to do some qigong energies that draw more chi, because your blood is magnetic. And here's some clues into what's happening there chi wise. So chi is not spiritual, it's physical, and therefore people who practice Shaolin and those kind of things, they might find themselves completely losing track of true spirituality, because they are not in their heart. They are in the chi and the body, and how amazing I can be so powerful. But it's only a physical, because the moment they cannot move their body, they cannot move this chi anymore. And if they go cripple, then where is all this power goes? Where is the spirituality then? Spirituality is in the heart, and spiritual things move physical things. So behind every, and this is, everybody knows today, this is not something new that I'm telling you, everything that is moving and happening in your life happens because of a spiritual effect. Now, where is the free will, or where is your power into direct this spiritual thing? You don't have any power. That might be shocking, because we are being taught in the new age that we are the creators of our lives, and we're not. I didn't create my life, and I'm not creating my life. The only thing I can do is align myself with force that want to direct my life to do what I was born into, instead of being always disconnected from it. So the only thing I can do is learn how to refine myself so much so I can be in alignment with the will that was meant to move my life. I'll just say it again. And some of you may be angry at me. But if you're really gonna learn and look for the truth, you will find that we are not creating our lives. The spiritual forces move our lives. And it's up to us to ask, to pray actually, and to ask for alignment with the most highest divine spirit energy, spiritual stuff. So following your heart is I'm connecting to this river that I was meant to live in. So, and it's true, when you tune into it, everything is become easy. Even if there is still challenges, which are, say, physical refinement things and spiritual things that put you in pressure or under fire, so you just become more and more shiny afterwards. It's still in those moments you will feel, you will be happy, you will be full, your heart will be full, there will not be emptiness or fears or anything. It's just going to be a smooth ride, even in a challenge. And I dare you to try it, because if you do go and follow your heart, whatever it means, I don't know what it means for you, okay? I'm not in your shoes, but you are in your shoes. You know what's happening with you. And I'm telling you that if you going to follow your heart, regardless of 10 people standing and telling you you're wrong, and you continue to follow your heart, regardless if I don't know what scenario can happen. All the scenarios can happen. If you follow your heart, so this is meaning if you follow the spiritual truths of you, things will fall into place and will support you. And for me, in my experience, I can give you a few points to show you how it happened with me. I've been, for those who don't know me, I was lost when I was a child. I was most of the time alone at home as a child, me and the walls for many hours. I had a big void and fears. I was taking lots of drugs into the point that I was completely like a ghost. Um, I was I was broken and I was fearful, and but still through that experience, I had in me knowing in my heart that there is better. There is I wasn't meant to do that, and I was born in Sydney, in Australia, and I was raised in Israel by my father. And one day when I was 21, I took off, and it was horrible experience also. I kept doing drugs, I kept smoking cigarettes, kept same things that made me feel empty, lonely, and fearful kept happening to me. I was, I could not move. I could not make even a choice, and I was crying. I was homeless. I was sleeping in a rest area on a highway. So, and in Australia, the rest area, what you have two toilets, and that's it. It's in the highway. People, this way, that way, and it was very scary. But I kept following my heart. Even in these moments, I used to ask my heart, what shall I do? And my heart used to tell me, it's okay. Um, you know, it's hard to explain what really goes, how does it work? But I'm telling you, if you start asking your heart, truly, what's going on, what I need, and you just listen to this, not to mind stuff and bullshit and fears, and just listen to your heart, you will be shown the road out of it. And that's what happened to me. I got the job, and I've and 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 even though for many years, say after I flew down until 7 to 8 years later, I was still going through emptiness and fears and stuff. And I've been shown heaps of spiritual things like Shaolin Kung Fu. I did for 7 years. I did meditation for 3 years, which is advanced, coming from England, how to tune in into stuff. I did shamanism for 3 years, which is shifting energy and having relationship with energy, which is, by the way, only physical energy like chi and stuff like this. It's not spiritual. It's still not spiritual. And I've been showing so much until one day, boom, my heart was just full. I had some amazing experience, spiritual experience. And in this time, while this happened to me, every time I went higher on a spiritual level, my ability to navigate my life became better. I had more money, savings, everything I needed appeared. I didn't do much. The only thing that I did actually in my life was to follow my heart and to stand for it. So if I had a hard time and I had to do lots of work and things that I didn't want to do because I wanted to be at the beach, if my heart told me, no, you need to go through it, I did it. When I lived in a share house after I got some work, after I was homeless, and I used to walk from that house all the way to the beach almost every day. And I used to drink a few beers, smoke cigarettes, maybe weed if I got some. And there's nothing. You go to the beach and you just like it's beautiful, the beach, but after some time, it's emptiness because I sit in front of me. There is nothing, like nothing. There's the beach, the ocean, but there's nowhere to go unless I'm gonna start swimming. And behind me was everything: life, people, work, and I became so a ghost again. Oh, again, I was still a ghost. That's how I felt, like no one. And I am no, I'm not so. I am someone for my family, but I'm no one. I'm just a guy. One day I won't be here, and that's fine. But I felt like I'm an open book, like you can see through me, kind of. And I knew the right thing to do for me was to turn around and get a job. Start start dealing with life overseas and with English and with work and whatever I can do. And so I started doing it because I followed my heart and I started getting work. And so following my heart, it wasn't easy because you can imagine a guy skinny doesn't do anything, suddenly need to be physically working physically for, you know, nine. There was days I did 16 hours of work. Okay, driving, delivering veggies, and stuff like this. So you can imagine how much focus and energy it meant for me to do. And then after you do it another week, another da, 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 um, maybe still the things that I wanted in my life didn't manifest themselves, didn't happen. But I was still following my heart because I already knew that while I'm doing it, I keep asking myself, where do I need to go? Should I go somewhere else? Because I'm not 100% happy. And it was always no, just stay and deal with it. So, and it's really subtle. So I stayed and dealt with it, and I became stronger, smarter. Work became easier for me. Then later, if you saw when I started videos, uh, I had two disc bulge, one in my neck, one in my back. That's another 7 months of pain and stuff, but it helped me to bring these videos about. And so it's not always easy, but your heart can be full. There's not gonna be emptiness, but everything leads to the next thing. And sometimes we do need a challenge or some, like the ground goes beneath your feet or something. When you know it also, like, look, you've been through stuff in your life, and and you can tell me how so many things about standing strong in your challenge. Okay, so I don't need to tell you about it. You know it already. What I'm trying to remind you or share with you or kind of bring back into life in your life is listen to your heart because it knows what's going on. It knows where to guide you. You sit in the house, yeah? You say, take it for the small things. I wanna be happy. Okay. Shall I go? You hear a no. So stay. Maybe read a book. Maybe watch another video. Maybe. I don't know. Or if you hear yeah, go out. So go out. Follow this. It will guide you. This is true spiritual stuff because your only connection to spiritual realms, which are the forces that moves everything around us, which we already know, is your connection is the heart. And in every teaching, they should teach that. Should teach you that the most important thing is to follow your heart. Now, it's not the physical heart; it's the center of the heart chakra. It's not about elevating to the crown chakra. No, crown chakra, things will come through it. Okay, for you as a human being, if you want to have your life going well, it's not about I am rich, I am rich, I am the man, I am the man, I am rich, I am rich, I am the man, I am the man. Because when you do that, you start having your nose like this and you start kind of putting other people down. Not like maybe not you don't say to them or really put them down like this, but in your heart becomes dirty. And when you do that, you actually separate yourself from the connection with this divine force that will take you to good places. So be careful from this stuff, and hopefully you can understand that your true connection to those forces is your heart, pure, open. So you don't say anything. You don't say, I am rich. You don't say anything. You just say, what? Sorry, you just listen, and you can say, what should I do? You're asking. You're not creating any. You're not the creator. I am not the creator. You were created. I don't control my heart or my kidneys or whatever, or even my breath. Do you control your breath? Just, everything happens automatically. We are creating beings, and we need to understand it, and then to have a good life, we need to align and focus on our hearts. So that is my message for today, for this week. Follow your heart. I don't know, should I put it on the, if I'll write follow your heart on the video, what is it called, like the title, will you come and press on it? You will say, what does it tell me about it? I know it, it's boring. What does it mean? I know, follow your heart. Everybody say follow your heart. What should I put on the title? I want you to understand so deeply. And you don't need to do 8-year Shaolin to follow your heart. You don't need to do any amazing poses in yoga. You don't need to, and you don't need to be strong and fit. You don't need to be beautiful. You don't need to be anything. You just need to start listening here, and slowly, as much as you can, do from there. So if this is the force that moves your actions, and as you do that, I am promising you that your life will start taking you on a new adventure. You'll start coming out of old patterns. It's not going to be over a day, but you will come out of your patterns. You will become a new man or a woman. It's going to be amazing. And this is how it happened to me, and it continues to happen to me. And you see, nowadays, it's more easy for me to put it into words. Sometimes it's very hard for us to explain stuff to other people or to ourselves, because what we are looking for is how to describe what's going on with us. Words makes it more clear. So hopefully these videos put follow your heart in a much more clearer way. So when you are going to follow your heart, you will know what does it really means to follow your heart. And it's not just a nice saying that people say, yeah, you should follow your heart. So I'll just before I close here, I'll just do kind of a recap, and then I'll see you next week. So following your heart means I'm gonna follow in the spirit. So this is a physical body, and my spirit connection, my soul connection to the spiritual world is in the heart, in the heart center. So by allowing, whatever it means for you, allowing yourself to listen to it, to feel it, to live from the heart. Even though the physicality around you might be against it or completely weird and you don't know what's going on, doesn't matter what, if you follow this, the forces of the spiritual world will just prove to you that they are for you. The spiritual realm is much stronger, much stronger than the physical realm. Spirituality is stronger than chi and all this stuff. That's if you do other research in other places. It's fine. You'll see that true spirituality is just holy. It's amazing, and it's loving, and it's supporting, and it's carrying you, and it's very white and bright. There is no darkness and shit in it, or rituals. There's no even rituals. It's just openness of the heart. Wherever you go, you have this flow of it because it's in the heart. So that's what it means. You open your heart, you get the flow of everything into your life. So the trick is to start, say, from today or at night or tomorrow, start having attention on your heart. Whatever it means, I don't know exactly what is it going to be mean for you. For me, I can hear a voice in my head, or it's not really, it's kind of, I can hear something. I can see something. I can feel the atmosphere around me when I have my attention on the heart. And then I know what's right and what's wrong, because right things are supporting, um, comforting, loving, and guiding. Well, the other one is kind of fear, hurry up, um, you know, weird stuff that kind of put pressure on you. This is the kind of things we tell ourselves. But when it comes from the heart, it's a loving, supporting thing that is channeled to us. And I don't know if you know, but you should know that everybody on the face of this earth can do that. It's not, it's, if one person can levitate, everybody can do it. It's just a matter of practicing it. So if I can open my heart and come out of drugs, cigarettes, fear, depression, emptiness into being a happy person, then you can also too. Yeah, you can tune into your heart. It's just, it takes faith in it, and a period of time to get comfortable with doing it, because um, it's not so easy at first to try it on yourself. You can believe in it, you can believe that there is spiritual stuff, new age stuff, but until you do it yourself, you don't know what does it mean. So it's a very good thing to try and do for yourself. It's liberating. And for me, this is a true thought leadership. And because I find that many thought leadership is about how you make money, but seriously, how can you make money or be successful in anything unless you are spiritually tuned in, because spiritual stuff directing everything in your life. So you must learn how to walk in the spirit, which means following your heart, which is very subtle thing to do. So I'll see you next week, and I hope you kind of understand it now, and maybe you have an aha moment. I hope so, and I wish that you will walk in your heart from today, and that your heart will be open to true loving divine spirituality, and that you allow the true creator and the true I will say loving kindness which exists out there to navigate you in your life, and drop all those I am rich, I am amazing, I am this, I am that, and just drop it aside, and because it doesn't do anything for you, and you're probably walking in circles when you do that. So and allow openness to guide you, and some bravery not to fall into fear, or brave in your challenges, because they're gonna do good for you. So cool. See you next week.